Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Escape from Monkey Island. Well, as you can see, we are still on Monkey Island, and off camera, I replayed through a whole lot of this because I mentioned before that the most annoying part of the game was yet to come. It is so annoying I completely forgot about the two really annoying parts that come before it. 3, if you count the fact that the most useful item in this part of the island is very, very easy to miss. In fact, I overlooked it last time because I completely forgot. Oh, yeah. Because as I said, it has been over 20 years since I played this. I only played through it once when it originally came out, and did not feel the need to revisit it for reasons that are going to become painfully obvious. But yes, over here against the cactus is a banana picker.
It's a gold-plated banana picker. Hey, the handle of this is shaped like a little man. Funny that I didn't notice that last time I had this thing.
Probably because the last time we had this thing, it looked like a gigantic extending arm thingy rather than a giant gold wishbone. But we now have a banana picker. And you might remember that we saw many, many bananas upon the beach.
Got one!
Timmy is, of course, enraptured by this.
Got one! Hey, stop that! It's a whole bunch of ordinary bananas.
Ordinary bananas being notable here. And yes, you can eat the banana in front of Timmy, but
Ow, ow, ow.
we have plenty.
Here, have a banana.
And the more we feed him, the more agreeable he will be to following us. And why would we need Timmy to follow us? Well,
Here, have a banana.
because you remember that vent I was trying to get into before? Yeah, we can't get into it. But Timmy can.
Here, have a banana. Here, monkey, monkey, monkey. That worked like a charm. Here, have a banana.
What in the Sir Francis Drake does all this machinery do?
It seems to have fallen into the machinery.
Well, luckily...
Got it.
It's a ladder. These controls seem too small for a human. I wonder what they're for. I wonder what this gauge is for.
Well, that's all we can do here at the moment.
It can't be safe to store cloth sacks of gunpowder so close to open flames. Those look too heavy to be carrying around. There sure are a lot of roots growing through the ceiling. Without those roots, there'd be only sky left.
Alright, so that's all we can do in here at the moment. But Timmy will be happy playing here in the canyon. Alright, and there is one other thing I forgot. And yes, this is annoying, waiting to slowly walk around to the entrance to the various points, but trust me, it's way easier than trying to find the right hot spot to go right next to it. Anyway, you might remember we also got this coconut last time.
Herman?
Where? Ow! What the heck you trying to... Hey, I'm Herman Toothrot.
Herman, you got your memory back.
Some of it. I still don't remember you.
This is gonna be harder than I thought.
Yep, we're running this under Flintstones rules.
How's your memory?
I don't know. Ask me something.
What do you remember?
Well, I remember building this campground and trying to keep the monkeys from stealing my bananas. Then some bozo whacked me with a coconut.
What's the earliest thing you remember?
Let me think. I remember waking up in the middle of a clearing next to a milk bottle.
A milk bottle?
Yep. Probably had something to do with all the explosions going on at the amusement park.
Explosions?
Yep. Some sort of demon zombie ghost pirate blew up the place real good, then sailed off on his ghost ship. All the explosions activated the island's dormant volcano.
When did all this happen?
A few months ago.
Whoops.
So you can only remember the last few months?
That's right. I can't remember a thing before I woke up next to that milk bottle.
I think I'll plumb the murky depths of your memory later.
Whatever.
How are things on Monkey Island?
Things? What things?
What have you been doing with yourself?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes I would.
Oh, well, when the volcano erupted, it ripped open the island's southern canyon. Guess what I found down there?
The real secret to Monkey Island?
Gold! Buckets of the stuff! I've been mining ever since. I even had my banana picker dipped in gold.
Why does a hermit need gold?
Insurance, bucko! The high-flying life of a hermit's fine and dandy now, but I may want to retire someday.
Where are all the monkeys?
I think they spend most of their time on the other side of the lava field. Dirty little buggers.
How's the mining going?
I've had to stop.
Why?
I kept hitting a big metal wall.
There's a big metal wall under Monkey Island?
Yep. Who knew?
About this impenetrable barrier under Monkey Island?
Don't remind me, Squinky. All that gold, and I can't get to it.
Let's not talk about Monkey Island right now.
Okie dokie.
See you later, Herman.
See ya, stranger.
Alright, now here is one of the more annoying timing puzzles. You can see that we have several trenches here.
There's an unusual canal cut into the side of the cliff here.
We have a pile of rocks.
No human would stack rocks like this.
Okay, so first we have to throw one onto the right side of the cliff. We have to throw the next one into the middle as the first one passes that route there. We have to pick up the third one and get ready to toss it into the left one as it shakes this next branch over here. And this one we have to toss.
Guess there aren't any more boulders on that ramp.
Alright, so we created a lava pool. And you'll remember that the monkeys did throw a bottle into the path there. And I remember the first time I played through this part threw me for the longest time.
It's hot molten lava streaming all over this area.
Yeah, and I thought you had to try and jump onto the logs from here. And spent the longest time trying to figure out why can't I do anything. But yeah, we can see that milk bottle over there on the left side of that little island. Well, left from the perspective of going around it. And yeah, when you exit out, there's no way to easily go back into that, and there's no pathway up to that weird Gothic castle. Because, in fact, you have to walk over here, get the prompt to enter a volcanic castle, and that'll take you to this pathway up to it. One more thing. Those shields in the skull.
Wow, I actually get to use this banana picker more than once.
That'd make it the third time, but if we look at the shields, they in fact look more like symbols.
It's a Stanco brand weed whipper. It slices and dices your strongest weeds into table salad. It's a gold-plated banana picker. Hey, the handle of this is shaped like a little man. Funny that I didn't notice that last time I had this thing. That must be the most unholiest of Bibles. I'm not picking that up. No way! I'd probably turn into a crazed undead zombie pirate even if I just looked at the pictures. Well, at least their heating bill must be pretty low. Those look pretty uncomfortable. I think I'd have to use my plush prosthetic butt if I had to sit on one of these pews for a Sunday morning sermon of evil.
Greetings, my child. Welcome to the First Church of LeChuck, Orthodox. I am Father Allegro Rasputin. How may I help you?
The First Church of LeChuck? You're kidding, right?
Not at all. This temple is dedicated to worshipping the awe-inspiring perfection that is LeChuck.
How could you build a religion around LeChuck? He's an unholy demon pirate from heck.
I kindly suggest that you mind your tongue, heretic. Such blasphemies will not be tolerated in the house of LeChuck.
don't look now, but there's a river of lava flowing through the middle of your church.
Yes, I know. We used it for church ceremonies.
Bar mitzvahs?
Weddings.
Well, I guess that's one way to cure cold feet. Well, how does the Church of LeChuck compare to other major religions?
They're remarkably alike. Only ours is a lot more screaming flames and pointy sticks.
That's kind of what I imagined. How does this stream of lava fit into the church's wedding ceremonies?
Good question, Tovarish. Here at the Church of LeChuck, we see marriage as a plunge into the unknown. As a symbol of that plunge, we send our newlyweds on a harrowing ride down a river of molten lava.
Doesn't that kill them?
Only if the restless spirit of LeChuck doesn't approve of the union. Besides, our honeymoon boats are lined with Stantec voodoo-enhanced asbestos to keep fatalities to an acceptable minimum.
Uh-huh.
Are you some sort of hologram or something?
Of course not. I'm a ghost.
And you're a priest.
Duh.
So you're sort of a holy ghost then?
Very clever, my child. But let's not go looking for trouble, eh?
I could use some advice, Padre.
What's troubling you, my son?
I need to find a way to get off this Verschlugener Island.
There is no escape from Monkey Island.
That's not true. I've escaped it on at least 2 occasions.
Well, then why don't you just escape it again, Mr. Smarty Pants?
I, can't.
Ha!
I'm looking for an antidote to the ultimate insult.
I've never heard of that. What is it?
It's a voodoo talisman that shatters the souls of pirates.
During my travels with LeChuck, I noticed that the easiest way to defeat a voodoo curse was by employing a bigger voodoo curse. But perhaps I'm oversimplifying your plight.
Well, that's okay. My plight could use some simplifying. I've got a couple of evil schnooks on my back.
You must do as LeChuck does and be set by many enemies at once, my son.
Run like a cowardly dog?
No, you must turn your enemies' energies against themselves.
How?
How should I know? I'm just a ghost.
Subtle hint for the endgame, incidentally.
On second thought, getting advice from an obsessed ghost priest seems like a bad idea.
As you wish.
How did ghosts like you end up running the First Church of LeChuck?
That's an interesting story, Tovarish.
Why do I keep asking people their life stories?
Many years ago, I was the captain of a stately ship called the Weeping Iguana. It was a good life, hauling contraband plush toys from one island to another.
And then you met LeChuck?
And then I met LeChuck. His crew of crazed ghost pirates made quick work of my fine ship and their equally fine crew.
I hate when that happens.
LeChuck himself got at me with his flaming ghost sword and held my still-beating pancreas in front of my face before I died.
Icky.
When I woke up, I was another member of his obedient ghost crew.
Well, how'd you go from being a ghost pirate to a ghost priest?
It was a gradual process. At first, I resented LeChuck for turning me into a ghost. But the more I thought about it, the more I came to revere him as a god. After all, he did bring me back from the dead, which is a pretty neat treasure. So I decided to build this church in his honor.
Well, how do you like being a ghost priest?
The hours are good. I occasionally miss the high seas.
I'd like to try your lava plunge.
Wonderful. That is your brother.
I'm already married, and my wife is several islands away being harassed by bad guys.
Well then, you can't take the plunge.
Oh, come on. Let me ride a boat down a river of molten lava. What am I saying?
Well, I suppose we could use another test run before LeChuck and Elaine's impending nuptials.
What?
Hop on board.
Now, you do get a couple of tries at this,
Pink.
but it is kind of tricksy.
Please, keep all hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
And for the longest time, I had no idea that you... could actually steer it.
It's not so useful without a hard-to-reach object to pick up.
Yeah, you have to take a very precise route on this one.
It's not so useful without a hard-to-reach object to pick up.
And I didn't mean to wind up going into this alcove, but this will let us do something that will save us some time later.
Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Oh, good thing we just happen to have this weed whipper.
Back the lava goes, back to the earth from whence it came. You know, this tree doesn't look very stable. Looks lonely, too. Maybe I should just put it out of its misery. Wow, that tree just fell right over.
So now I got a way back across to the other side of the plume, and by a happy coincidence, we are now on the far side of Monkey Island, where there is a convenient stone bridge.
Frightening. A monkey head on a stick. Frightening. A monkey head on a stick. I can't imagine this thing smells good when it's open. That's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. I can't believe I'm looking up the nose of a giant monkey. It looks like there's some sort of latch in there. Oh, and monkey eyes are smiling and... no, wait, that's not right. I have no idea what he just said, but somehow I feel mildly insulted. Here, have a banana. have no idea what he just said, but somehow I feel mildly insulted. I have no idea what he just said, but somehow I feel mildly insulted. I have no idea what he just said, but somehow I feel mildly insulted.
Greetings! Welcome to Monkey Town. I am Jojo Jr., Monkey Prince.
Hey, you can talk!
As can you. Imagine that.
I still can't believe you're a talking monkey.
That is why you fail. The question is not why a talking monkey, but rather, why not a talking monkey?
Okay, so why not a talking monkey?
Precisely. Why not?
How did this come to pass, O Great One?
On a warm, sunny day, much like this one.
Short version, please.
I was in the clearing next to the giant monkey head, burying my dearly departed father.
Your father? You mean...
Jojo Sr. Apparently, someone had trained the poor, loyal fool to grab the switch that controlled the gate to the giant monkey head.
Why does that sound...
But that same stupid someone forgot to train my father to let go of the switch.
Oh no.
Eventually, my father starved to death, swinging on a switch, waiting for a simple command that never came.
Gee, that's, horrible.
Yes, well, I was just completing the grim task, and I heard a low humming coming from the giant monkey head. Well, being a curious monkey by nature, I cautiously approached the humming head and reached out my hand towards its massive mouth. As I touched it, a tremendous bolt shot through my body, knocking me unconscious. But when I came to, I discovered that I had an enormous understanding of the world around me.
You mean you could talk?
Oh, that too.
Do any other monkeys talk?
Of course they do. Oh. You mean, do they talk in your language? No, I am the only one. As interesting as this may be to you, I feel we might be straying from what is important.
Hey, neat hat.
Thank you. It is a hat of honor.
Can I have it?
Oh, that is a question only the stars and the heavens themselves can answer.
Okay, but can I have your hat?
No.
Is it bronze? From here it looks bronze.
Why, yes. Yes, it is. It's darn heavy, too.
What do you mean, hat of honor?
To earn the right to wear this hat, one must become the best at an ancient and noble sport, a contest with great and long-standing tradition among the monkey folk, the sport of monkey combat.
What exactly is monkey combat?
It was once used to train young monkey warriors in the way of combat. In these modern times, it has become a game, albeit a game of supreme honor. Very little has changed over the years. Much of the ceremony has been dropped, but the flinging of insults and witty monkey repartee has remained.
As has the flinging of witty monkey poo.
Well, how does it work?
Pay attention. I don't want to have to say this again. There are 5 battle stances in monkey combat. The charging chimp, the bobbing baboon, the anxious ape, the gimpy gibbon, and the drunken monkey. Each of these stances is dominant over 2 other stances. For example, the bobbing baboon always defeats the gimpy gibbon.
So all I have to do is learn which stances beat the others, right?
Yes, but there's more to it than that.
I was afraid you'd say that.
In order to move from one battle stance to another, you must invoke certain secret monkey insults. These insults are built from combinations of the 4 most ancient words in the monkey language: eek, ack, oop, and chi. For example, if I wanted to move from the drunken monkey stance to the anxious ape, I would use the following insult. I can also use the same insult to move from the anxious ape stance back to the drunken monkey. Any questions?
What are those battle stances again?
the gimpy, and the drunken monkey.
I hope you're all writing this down.
Could you show me that drunken monkey to anxious ape move again?
Certainly. Don't forget that the same insult works for the return move as well.
Could you teach me some of the other monkey combat insults?
I'm afraid not. Each monkey combatant must earn the knowledge of the sacred monkey insults through actual monkey combat.
But you already told me one of the insults.
Yes, well, the first one's free.
Yes, you have to grind to get all the combos yourself.
Are there any secret tips to mastering monkey combat?
There is no way to master monkey combat without experiencing monkey combat.
Rats.
However, when I was a younger monkey, I found that employing the monkey see, monkey do strategy allowed me to quickly master several simple moves. It also irritated my opponents.
How do I employ this monkey see, monkey do strategy?
Simply copy your opponent's insults. You'll lose many battles, but you'll learn many moves.
Exactly like the sword duels in the first game and the third game.
This is giving me a headache.
Then we shall take a break.
And yes, the most annoying part of the game I referred to earlier, this is it. But we're at the half-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And next time, we'll continue talking with JoJo Jr. before we head back to try and get that bottle again and keep on exploring Monkey Island. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. And we shall continue the adventure from here next time. Take care until then.